Hello, this is Steve Shaw for acrylicpouring.com, and today I'm going to do a huge flip cup pour. I'm doing a pour for a friend of mine. They've purchased the paints and the canvas, and it's my job to put all the pieces together and make them a beautiful painting. So this is going to be one of the largest flip cups I've done. I'm going to be pouring into a 1 quart bucket container, which I haven't done before, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So let's see what happens. So I'm going to be using 5 different colors, and the colors are all purchased at Michael's. They're the Folk Art or Americana brand. We have a Marine Mist. I have Standard Black there. Here is the Platinum, Teal. This color is called Chick. And of course, just the standard old white acrylic. Yeah, just good old white, nothing fancy there. And the canvas itself, like I said, is huge. It is 24 inches by 30 inches. Okay, so I've already mixed up most of my paints. Added a little bit of water to the paint, and I also like to add the Zinsser paint booster, which is gonna give the paint a little more cohesiveness, which should cut down on the crazing or crackling that you sometimes get at the end of a pour when all the paint dries. So let's move these out of the way and start putting our paints in this big old cup. I'm gonna start off with a little, oh, I know what I need to do first. Almost forgot. In my colors, I'm going to leave the white just plain. Again, it's been thinned out with a little bit of water, but not much. Nothing has been added to these other paints except a little bit of water to get them to the right consistency. A little bit thinner than syrup, a little bit thinner than honey for me. So I also have my 3-in-1 silicone oil. So I'm going to put a little layer on top there. Nice little squirt there. I'm going to put a little bit in all of these just to see what happens. All right, so for the yellow, I'm going to actually give it a pretty good little stir. Teal, a couple of crisscrosses. Platinum, just a couple swirls. I'm going to do a little drip like this on the mist. And my black, I'll stir that in pretty good. All right, so I'm going to start off with pouring a nice layer of white in the bottom of my quart container. I'm going to hit a little bit of black. Sometimes when I'm adding these in, I like to do light colors and then darker colors just to kind of get some contrast going. Not planning on using very much black. I really want to use that as a highlight, so hopefully it'll just be some lines going in between. All right, so pouring in some of this turquoise misty color. A little bit of the platinum. I put a pretty good bit of this teal in here. That's a really pretty color. Oh yeah. And I'll come back and layer in some more of these in just a moment. Love this yellow. This buttery chick yellow is gorgeous. All right, I'm gonna hit, oh, I'm already getting, look at this. Already getting some great cells and some great colors in the bottom of this cup. Okay, so a little bit more black. Slinging it back and forth a little bit. I'm gonna put that to the side. Good bit more white. Some more of this light, pretty light blue. Oh, this cup is filling up. This is gonna be so much fun. Okay, yellow. Pretty good bit of that yellow. I'm just pouring all the yellow in there. What the heck? Chick yellow is now empty. I'm going to hold on to some of that white also for the end, just in case I do need some more paint to fill in some areas. And I'm going to save a little bit of the platinum and a little bit of the teal. Like I said, just in case this is not enough paint to cover the entire canvas, I can go back and put some in a cup and do some little flips, some little pours around the edges to fill in the blank spots. Okay, so this is what we have so far, and it's beautiful, I think. You can see up in there. All right, this is really big, so I'm not going to be able to do the trick where you put the canvas on top and flip the whole thing. So get ready, folks. Here's the flip. I'm actually going to move this around a little bit. I haven't done that before. Plop that on there. Wow, that is beautiful. Wow, okay. So we got great stuff happening in there. All right, I'm gonna just start moving it around. So we'll see what happens. Unless this just comes out amazing. Oh wow, all right, look at this. Beautiful cells already in this area. I'm gonna work it towards the four corners, and it's nice and kind of light, like I was hoping for. A lot of times I will tend to paint or mix colors and do paintings that are a little bit darker. And sometimes it's nice to kind of lighten up the palette a little bit. Coming back this way. Wow, really pretty. This is getting a really nice kind of marbleized look to it. Yep. Whoa, just got a bunch of paint on the floor, but that's okay. I'll put some mats down beforehand. Wow, this is looking really pretty. Trying to get down into these corners without spreading too much out. Wow, look at this bad boy. This is beautiful. All right, since this one is a lot of white, you can hear the paint like dropping onto the floor as I'm rotating it around. I'm not gonna worry too much about getting all the edges out here just perfect. I might come back and just spread a little bit of paint around them, but not gonna worry too much about that now. I do wanna make sure I get everything covered, like down in this corner down here. Get on down there, you. Wow, this is so pretty. Come on, get on in there. It's so hard to keep my hands off of it sometimes, but there we go. A little bit more down on this end. My pour box is really helping out a lot. All right, this might take a minute or two. I've got a little dry spot down here, and I've got a little area down here. I may actually take my cup. Well, it's working its way down there very, very slowly. You can kind of see things moving through here, but I really want to get stuff right there. I'm going to cheat just a little bit. This is my my cup. I'm going to put a little more that I have down here just to fill that area, because the colors are all the same. So there's that, and that way I won't have to wait quite so long. Can you hear the paint dripping on the floor? Oh, this is pretty. Okay, got that down there. That's gonna help it flow a little. Sides are looking good, pretty good coverage there. I love it. I've said this before, but one of my favorite things about pour paintings is that as an artist, you've really got to learn to let go. You really can't control these things. You get to choose the canvas and the colors, but after that, the paint, you just got to surrender to the paint and let it do its thing. Wow, that is beautiful. I hope you guys get a good view of that. Whoa. Okay, so there's not, oh, I'm gonna wipe off the edges back here. The floor is a mess. If you do this, be sure to put down a tarp or something on your floor, because this painting is a lot bigger than my pour box, so it's definitely coming off the edges. Too funny. Oh wow, that is beautiful. Okay, so from here, you could easily just stop right now because this is gorgeous. I'm gonna say there are not a whole lot of cells in there, but if you like pour paintings that have that sort of marbleized look, this is it. This is the marbleized thing going on. Okay, so I am going to wipe some of this paint off my hands. I'm gonna grab my blowtorch, and we're gonna see if we can pull some cells out of this. All right, most people use a much smaller torch. just because they're, I don't know, a lot of people think they're safer, more comfortable with them, but if you have one of these torches and you're smart and you're careful with them, it is just fine. It works just as well. And let's see if we can pull some cells out of this. Wow, just right in there, got some beautiful little cells happening. And go across the bottom. And you don't have to torch the entire surface of the painting. You can, of course, but you don't have to. Ooh-wee, that is pretty. Okay, so from here, I've got some big, interesting kind of cells up in this corner, pulling up some interesting areas in the middle there. But for now, I am just gonna leave this guy just like this. I think it turned out absolutely beautiful, and I love the size, this huge size. The small paintings are quaint and nice and cute, but there's something nice about having a huge, huge canvas like this. Well, thank you for watching. Feel free to leave a comment down below. And if you like the content of this video, please subscribe. Also, pretty much all of the paintings you see in my videos will end up being available at my Etsy store. Just go to etsy.com and do a search for Steve Shaw. Thanks for watching.